YouTube? My name is Jas. Welcome back to my channel. Y'all, do not talk about my hair, okay? Because you're gonna watch me transform into something amazing. Now, I am going to be doing knotless braids today. I've already done a video on knotless braids. I will link that down below. Last time it took me about 8.5 hours to complete. It took way too long. So last night, went ahead and prepped everything. I will show you what I'm using in a minute, but my hair is already parted off. And this is why your girl looked like something off the Little Rascals. So if you are interested in watching me complete these knotless braids, then just keep on watching. All right, y'all, so this is everything I will be using today. This is gonna be the Freetress braiding hair, which I love. It doesn't tangle really well and it's affordable. This is what I'm gonna use if I decide to do the Goddess braids. Y'all, this hair is $6 a pack, okay? I only bought one because I wasn't sure. Probably will have to go back to the store, but I refuse to buy more than one if I didn't need it. The Tropical Roots setting foam, I'm gonna be using that to like just set the hair. And then this for edge control. And if you get your hair braided, you know about the Shine Jam. This stuff is at Walmart and it is everything. I think it's like $5 for like this jug. And then I have already prepped my hair that I'm going to use. This right here is a thread yarn spool kind of thing, but I use it for just separating out my hair. This is about, I want to say 2.5 bundles of the Freetress braiding hair that's already separated out. So yeah, that's my prep work. Let's get started. All right, y'all, I want to start off by saying that I already deep conditioned, detangled, and blow dried my hair. I also did the parting last night. We're going to start off today with using the Shining Jam to make my parts more precise. And whenever you are doing knotless braids, you want to separate your straight hair out into 3 small pieces so you can feed that in. Whenever you're feeding in the extensions, you're going to add the inner piece to the middle tail of your braid. And you're going to do that 3 times with each piece until you get a full looking plait. Since I've already done a video on knotless braids, this video will focus more on the Goddess braid method. So now you're going to take your deep twist Freetress hair and separate that out. You do want to make sure that you use some Shining Jam or gel to pull those pieces back together since they get frizzy when you're separating them out. So you're going to go ahead and do your knotless braid like regular. And then whenever you get down to a certain part in the braid, you're going to want to add that crinkly hair. For me personally, it was a little difficult to add because my hair was already crinkly. So I had a hard time deciphering which piece of hair was mine and which piece of hair was the extension. Once you separate out the crinkly hair, you're going to use a hair clip to kind of move those pieces up the braid. Just kind of get them out the way because honestly, you will braid it back into the braid and all your hard work will be in vain. And once you're done braiding to the end, you're going to remove those clips and then look at your braid. I like to have the crinkly hair coming out of opposite ends of the braids just so it makes it look more full. Also, whenever you're adding in your crinkly hair, you do want to braid down at least 4 or 5 times once you attach it so that crinkly hair doesn't slip out of your braid. So as you see here, I'm adding in the crinkly hair and I'm braiding down about 4 or 5 times, and then I'm going to try to locate the crinkly hair and then take a hair clip and move it up the braid to separate it out my way. And like I said earlier, you do want to have the pieces coming out of opposite sides of the braid. I do like to try to stagger mine just so it comes out looking more full. For me personally, I didn't add too much curly hair because it's really hot in Alabama and I didn't have time to be dealing with a bunch of free hair with these braids. But if you are a person who likes your curls more full, then you can add as much curly hair as you like. For the next couple of minutes, you'll see several examples of how I do the knotless braids and adding in the deep twist hair for the Goddess braid look. All right, y'all, I got the top done. That took 3 hours. And so here is what we're looking like now. I'm not sure if I'm going to keep the ends straight or go ahead and rod them because I don't know how to add this curly hair in the bottom. So yeah, we on the way. So as you can see in the back of my head, I did not add any curly hair because I got lazy. I was just thinking, ain't nobody gonna see that girl. But as I got closer to the middle, I did start adding the curly hair back in. Once I did start adding the curly hair back into the middle braids, I made the curls a little more fuller just because I didn't add any curls to the back braids. All right, y'all, so I am done. It took 5 hours to do this. Originally, I was thinking it was gonna take 4, but this hair was just like confusing me. Like the curly hair was like really confusing me. What I'm about to do now is curl the ends with some rods. Hopefully they turn out okay. If it doesn't, then oh well, because I'm still gonna rock it and not changing it. So I'll be back. So when it came time to add the perm rods, I did separate out all of the crinkly hair just because I was unsure how that would act when I added the hot water. So I just separated it out to be safe. I ended up riding the straight ends and placing them in hot water to set them. Yeah, please be careful with this because you will burn yourself, girl. Once I took it out the water, I unraveled the perm rod, and as you can see, those are really pretty curls, and they kind of look very similar to the crinkly hair that was added throughout the braid. So I was very happy with the way it turned out. Now we're gonna lay our edges as usual. Ladies, y'all know the edges have to be laid. After I lay my edges, I'm going to be using the Tropical Root setting foam to make sure there are no flyaways throughout the braids and to make the curls more defined. So after I finish placing the setting foam throughout my hair, I am officially done. So here is a finished look of my hair, y'all. I'm very happy with how it turned out with the exception of some crooked parts, but it is not being redone, okay? All right, y'all, I am officially finished, and I will say I am in love with this. You know, I at first was thinking that this hair was gonna annoy me, and it kind of is, but I might just have to get used to it and be a little more careful with it. But y'all, just to recap what I did, I used the straight Canicolon Freetress hair, braided it in, and then I used the deep twist Freetress hair, I think it's crochet hair, just kind of braided it in and kind of pulled it out. And then for the bottoms, I didn't want to like use the curly hair again, so I just kind of like rodded the bottoms to give it that curly look so it can kind of match. Hopefully it look all right, but I'm proud of it. It only took me, I think, 6 hours. So yeah, this is my record because every other time I've done knotless has been 7 or 8 hours. So if you like the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more from me, go ahead and subscribe and hit the bell so you get notified whenever I post. All right, y'all, I have a good day.